And there's video of these things coming out of the sky into the water and also emerging from the water.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people have asked me if I've seen any evidence of aliens, and I haven't, which is kind of concerning. If you go to the Fermi paradox of where are the aliens, you've got these sort of why have we not heard from the aliens?
The universe is huge and filled with secrets, with countless galaxies and civilizations that could be visiting us in their mysterious UFOs. There's plenty of evidence, strange sightings, and odd encounters that leave us wondering what really exists out there. Now, Elon and Tucker are about to share their shocking ideas about the terrifying evidence of UFOs. What they reveal could change everything we thought we knew. Are we really alone, or is something or someone out there watching us? Different thoughts.
At least one of the explanations is that intelligent life is extremely rare. And again, if you look at the history of Earth, civilization has only been around for 1/1,000,000th of Earth's existence. So if aliens had visited here, say 100,000 years ago, they would be like, well, they don't even have writing, just hunter-gatherers, basically.
Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson are two high-profile figures with some fascinating and often contrasting takes on UFOs and the possibility of alien life visiting Earth. Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur and CEO of companies like Tesla and SpaceX, has always had a more skeptical view of UFO sightings. For someone deeply invested in space exploration, you'd think he'd be more open to the idea of extraterrestrials, right?
And there's video of these things coming out of the sky into the water and also emerging from the water.
Right.
Yeah. So, but there's just a lot going on underwater, and it's measured. And so, whatever. I mean, these are all, again, this is like the most obvious observable level of it, but then you just ask yourself, like, what is this actually? And, if there's been extensive knowledge of this for decades, like maybe 80 years at least, if not going back to the 30s, 90 years, to what end? So there are two possible explanations, obvious explanations. The first is the one you often hear, which is this is so heavy that if the public were to know about it, it would be just disruptive. It'd be too scary. Like, you don't want to scare people for no good reason. There's nothing we can do about it. And you also don't want to suggest that, the U.S. military isn't capable of protecting the country, the homeland. And it does suggest that. If you can't control these objects in your airspace, and that's known, if they can't, that's known, okay? Then that suggests a limit to the power of the U.S. military, and you don't want to tell people that because then they won't believe that they're safe. I get it.
While on the flip side, Tucker Carlson, former Fox News anchor, takes a more curious approach to UFOs. He has shown a strong interest in the topic on his show, often covering government reports and pilots' testimonies about unexplained aerial phenomena. Tucker's view comes from a more something's out there and we don't know what it is standpoint. He's not necessarily saying aliens are definitely here, but he's much more open to the idea that these UFO sightings could be evidence of something beyond our understanding. Carlson frequently questions the government's role in what he believes could be a cover-up of UFO information, and he's intrigued by the possibility that some of these encounters are extraterrestrial. He often points to military reports and credible witness accounts that suggest there's more to the story than just natural phenomena or advanced military technology. What if the truth about UFOs is stranger than we ever imagined? Why does Elon Musk, a pioneer in space exploration, approach the idea of extraterrestrial life with so much interest, while Tucker Carlson eagerly explores the possibility of something beyond our understanding? With mounting evidence and mysterious encounters, could we be on the brink of discovering a reality that challenges everything we know? Compelling evidence supporting the existence of UFOs.
We can tell, where it's located, perhaps what's located around it, if there's other objects we're detecting, how fast it's going, what direction it's pointed in, what direction it's traveling in. So we call that velocity vector. So if we see this essentially little circle have a tail coming off of it, And that tail kind of represents the nose of the vehicle, at least as its flight path is going. And so with that, we would typically see an aircraft just kind of trudging along with a straight line, taking occasional turns. But these objects had a little bit more of a, I don't want to say random, but more less controlled flight path. That velocity vector would kind of jump around a bit more. They would not proceed in like a perfectly straight line as you would imagine like a flight navigation computer would take you, right? It takes you from A to B in the straightest line possible.
For years, people have reported seeing strange objects in the sky, and it sparked endless curiosity. These UFOs seem to appear out of nowhere, moving in ways that just don't make sense with the technology we know today. Even seasoned military pilots and radar operators have shared stories of witnessing crafts that defy the laws of physics, zipping through the air at crazy speeds and making sharp turns no aircraft we know could survive.
Coming at indescribable speed, hitting the ocean, continuing at speeds that are impossible undersea. A craft, any object underwater that's traveling at 500 knots as measured by sonar, right there you're challenging our understanding of physics. Like, what is that? How can that be?
Tucker Carlson has made some pretty wild claims about UFOs and extraterrestrials in recent years. He's not shy about bringing up the possibility that we're being visited by aliens. And one of the most mind-blowing details he often mentions is how these UFOs don't just fly around in the sky, they dive straight into the ocean. It's something like you're out on the water, maybe it's late at night, the stars are out, and suddenly you see something streak across the sky. But instead of flying off into the distance, it just plunges into the water without making a splash, like it's no big deal. Tucker says that people have reported seeing these objects, crafts or whatever they are, zipping through the water at speeds that no human-made submarine or technology could ever achieve. Now, think about that for a second. We're talking about objects that are seamlessly moving between air and water, which is a whole other level of advanced tech, if it's tech at all. Some reports even suggest these UFOs can move just as fast underwater as they do in the sky, which is mind-boggling considering how dense water is compared to air. You'd expect some kind of resistance or struggle, but no, they move as if the water isn't even there. It makes you wonder, why the ocean? Is there something down there they're hiding or investigating? The ocean is so vast and unexplored that it almost makes sense for something wanting to stay hidden to go underwater. I mean, we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the depths of our oceans. Tucker pointed this out, suggesting that if you wanted to monitor Earth, or even hide in plain sight, the ocean would be the perfect spot. And it's not just random people with blurry photos claiming they've seen these things. Tucker mentioned credible military sources like Navy pilots who have encountered these objects firsthand. They describe them as defying the laws of physics, moving at insane speeds, making sharp turns, and then vanishing into the ocean. And the thing is, it's not just one or two pilots reporting this, it's multiple, which makes you think, could all these highly trained professionals be mistaken? Plus, these sightings aren't a new phenomenon. Tucker brings up that people have been talking about this for years, decades even. It's just that now we have more advanced radar, better tracking systems, and of course, more open discussions about it, so it's all coming to light. The Pentagon even released some declassified videos showing objects behaving in ways that have no reasonable explanation. It's all starting to add up to something bigger, something that suggests we might not be as alone as we once thought. The mystery of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 has captivated the world since its disappearance in 2014, with all kinds of theories emerging, from technical malfunctions to pilot error and even government conspiracies. However, one of the more intriguing and controversial ideas is the possibility of a UFO connection. You might think it's wild, but hear me out. The plane vanished without a trace, and with all the technology we have today, how could no one find a single clue for so long? Some UFO enthusiasts believe that extraterrestrial interference could be a reason for this, pointing to similar mysterious disappearances throughout history where aircraft and ships just vanished. Could MH370 have encountered something we can't explain? Videos and stories of strange lights or unidentified flying objects being spotted in the area around the time of the disappearance have only fueled these theories. The lack of evidence makes it hard to dismiss, especially for those fascinated by the possibility that we aren't alone in the universe. While there's no solid proof linking UFOs to MH370's fate, the idea has gained a bit of traction because it taps into our desire to make sense of the unexplainable. Ultimately, this is just one theory in a sea of speculation, but the possibility that the plane crossed paths with something out of this world keeps people talking, questioning, and searching for answers. The truth might be out there, or it might just be a well-kept secret. There's a video making the rounds online showing what looks like Flight MH370 being followed by some mysterious objects. People are claiming they've got undeniable proof that these things are real. These are white objects trailing the plane. The whole screen gets brighter for a second, and then, out of nowhere, both the flight and the objects just vanish. Poof. Gone. It's eerie, almost like something out of a sci-fi movie, but the footage is making people take another hard look at the MH370 mystery. And honestly, this isn't the first time strange incidents like this have been linked to flights or ships. There are plenty of stories out there about unexplained disappearances that seem to point toward something bigger going on, something we might not fully understand yet. This latest clip just adds more fuel to the fire, pushing more people to wonder if there's something about our skies, and maybe even our oceans, that we still haven't uncovered. But it's fascinating to consider that our curiosity about the unknown connects us with our ancestors, sparking the same questions they had. The search for answers has been going on for centuries, and that shared sense of wonder about the skies is something we all seem to have in common. If you look at ancient texts and cave paintings, you'll see drawings that look a lot like what we call UFOs today. Some of these ancient walls even have paintings of aliens and strange objects, making it seem like sightings have been part of human history for ages, not just a recent trend. Like those early folks staring up at the night sky, seeing something strange, and feeling compelled to capture it in their art. Even medieval manuscripts show these odd objects floating around. And then there are ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, who built the Great Pyramids of Giza. These massive structures still amaze us today, and some people even wonder if their construction had anything to do with otherworldly influences. What if those pyramid builders were looking up at the same mysterious lights we talk about now? It makes you think about what they experienced and how it shaped their understanding of the universe. Now, in the recent era, Area 51 has been the center of speculation and conspiracy theories for decades. It's a remote military base in Nevada, and for a long time the US government didn't even officially acknowledge its existence. That secrecy sparked all sorts of wild theories, particularly around the idea that the government is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life and UFOs. You see, Area 51 is shrouded in mystery. The public knows it's used for testing advanced aircraft and technology, but many believe it goes deeper than that. There have been countless reports and stories claiming that the government has recovered alien spacecraft and even bodies from crashed UFOs, supposedly storing them within the heavily guarded confines of Area 51. People talk about all sorts of bizarre incidents, like the supposed 1947 Roswell crash, where some believe the wreckage was taken to Area 51 for examination. According to these theories, the government has been reverse engineering alien technology there, trying to figure out how these advanced crafts work. Now, what fuels the fascination with Area 51 is the sheer number of UFO sightings reported over the years, many of which have been linked back to this enigmatic base. Some witnesses claim to have seen unusual aircraft flying in and out of the area, and others have described bright lights and strange maneuvers in the sky that defy our understanding of aviation. For conspiracy theorists and UFO enthusiasts, it's a treasure trove of tantalizing clues. They think that if there's anywhere to find proof of aliens, it's going to be at Area 51. As we ponder the question, do aliens and UFOs exist? It's hard not to notice the growing intrigue surrounding this topic. With captivating evidence coming to light, could we finally be stepping into an era where the truth about UFOs becomes undeniable? Do aliens and UFOs exist? All right, let's explain this in a way that makes sense. So, about 13.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang happened, and boom, the universe started expanding. And when I say expanding, I mean it stretched out like a crazy cosmic balloon. Today, the universe has a diameter of more than 92 billion light-years. That's mind-blowing. Within that space, we've got trillions of galaxies, each with billions or even trillions of stars and planets. With numbers like that, it's hard not to wonder, couldn't there be millions, maybe even billions of civilizations out there? Surely, with all those stars and planets, some of them have to host intelligent life. And if these civilizations do exist, you'd think at least some of them would have found a way to communicate with us by now, right? I mean, we've been blasting signals into space for decades, hoping for a response, or maybe even a visit from some curious aliens. And with all that vast space, you'd figure we'd see something. Maybe a UFO whizzing past, or even a distant civilization sending us a "Hey, we're here" message across the stars. But nope, so far nothing solid. Sure, there have been plenty of reports of strange flying objects, UFO sightings, weird lights in the sky, and mysterious encounters. But if we're being honest, none of it has led to definitive proof of aliens or UFOs. You'd think that with today's technology, all the satellites, telescopes, and countless people with smartphones ready to record at a moment's notice, we'd have some undeniable evidence by now. But it's just not there. The question that arises in the minds of many is this: where are the aliens, and where are their mysterious UFOs? This inquiry leads us to a profound and unsettling paradox, one that has puzzled scientists and thinkers for decades: the Fermi paradox. Given the sheer size and age of the universe, it's hard not to wonder, where are all the aliens? With all that space and time, surely we should have found some sign of extraterrestrial life by now, right?
If you go to the Fermi paradox of where are the aliens, you've got these sort of great filters. Like, just like why have we not heard from the aliens? Now, a lot of people think there are aliens among us. I often claim to be one. Just nobody believes me, but it did say alien registration card at one point on my...
This is where the Fermi paradox comes in. It's named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who famously asked, "Where is everybody?" The paradox is simple. On one hand, the math says intelligent alien life should be out there. However, we've found no concrete evidence, no alien spacecraft landing on the White House lawn, no intercepted communications, no definitive proof. This creates a puzzling contradiction. If there are so many chances for life to exist beyond Earth, why haven't we encountered any? Now, let's connect this to the subject of UFOs. Over the years, people across the globe have reported strange sightings and objects in the sky that don't quite fit any earthly explanation. From mysterious lights to high-speed crafts, moving in ways that defy our understanding of physics, UFO sightings have stirred up excitement and fear. Many believe these could be the long-awaited proof of alien life visiting Earth.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Take the recent U.S. government declassified reports, for example. While these documents didn't exactly confirm alien life, they did admit that some of the UFOs, now called UAPs or unidentified aerial phenomena, remain unexplained. These sightings often come from credible sources like military pilots and radar data, so it's hard to dismiss them as just wild imaginations. This is where things get interesting. Could these UFOs be the very answer to the Fermi paradox? Maybe aliens are out there, but instead of openly announcing themselves, they're observing us from a distance, testing the waters before making full contact. It's like they're hiding in plain sight, only revealing themselves to those lucky or unlucky enough to catch a glimpse. Or there's another possibility. What if these sightings aren't proof of extraterrestrial life, but something even stranger? Some theories suggest that these UFOs could be advanced technology from future human civilizations, or perhaps they're interdimensional beings, life forms that exist beyond the limits of our perception. These ideas, while far-fetched, remind us how little we truly understand about the universe and our place in it. So here we are, stuck in the middle of this great cosmic question. The Fermi paradox tells us that we should have already met aliens, yet every day we look up at the sky and still wonder. UFO sightings give us tantalizing glimpses of what could be, but we're left without solid proof. Are the aliens avoiding us, or have they been here all along, quietly watching from the shadows? Perspectives.
A lot of people have asked me if I've seen any evidence of aliens, and I haven't, which is kind of concerning, because then I think I'd probably prefer to at least have seen some archaeological evidence of aliens. To the best of my knowledge, there is no proof. I'm not aware of any evidence of aliens.
It's a mystery that keeps the imagination alive, pushing us to keep searching, keep exploring. Because who knows? Maybe one day we'll get the answer we've all been waiting for. Elon Musk tends to lean more on the side of doubt. He has repeatedly said that if there were aliens out there, especially visiting Earth, we'd probably have solid proof by now. You know, the kind of undeniable evidence that someone like Musk, with access to some of the world's most advanced technologies and satellite systems, could detect. He's mentioned before that we've got countless cameras and sensors looking up into the sky every day. If UFOs or alien spacecraft were real, Musk believes we'd have some pretty concrete images and data, not just blurry videos or hearsay. While Musk dismisses most UFO sightings as human-made or natural occurrences, Carlson leans into the mystery. He doesn't think it's all just weather balloons or experimental military crafts. Instead, he pushes for transparency, advocating for the government to reveal everything it knows about UFOs. He's fascinated by the idea that we may not be alone and believes there's enough credible evidence to at least keep the conversation alive. So what gives? Are we alone in this vast universe, or is there something else going on? Maybe other civilizations are out there, but they're too far away for us to detect. After all, space is big. Even traveling at the speed of light, it could take millions of years for someone to get here. Or maybe these advanced civilizations have taken a look at us and decided they'd rather not get involved. You know, the whole Earth is under quarantine theory. It's possible they don't want to interfere with our development or reveal themselves just yet. Thanks for joining us on this mind-bending journey through the mysteries of the universe. We've explored the evidence of UFOs and what Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson have to say about it. If you found this discussion intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we're alone in the universe? Until next time, keep looking to the stars.